Thank you, Cam. I'm here with Mr. Schaufel. How are you, my dear?
Just fine. Just
Good.
great.
Skip, they've got us talking on Commission of Aging.
Yes.
Oh, that's not fair.
No, I know.
We're two spring chickens here. We don't have to worry about aging. But I'd like you to tell our viewers about the Commission of Aging, talking about the aging and everything that you people are doing in our county.
Yes, the Commission on Aging was established in 1984. The Board of Supervisors set up the commission to help monitor and be an ear in the community for what the needs are of the seniors. A lot of people don't realize it, but Amador County has 48.3% of the population of our county is over 55 years old.
Right.
So virtually half of our county is considered to be seniors. And we act as a spokesman for them and a lookout to make sure that their well-being, welfare is being taken care of.
Right. It's really important because, like you said, we do have a vast population of people that are over 55, and it's a beautiful place to settle. We have a lot of wonderful things for seniors to do here. We have a great senior center, and it's just really nice to know that someone is looking out, for the people that are over 55, seniors, as they say. Seasoned seniors, as they say. But tell me what the commission does and how you're affiliated.
Well, part of what we do is we have a couple of programs. One of them is called a Gatekeeper program, and what it is, we've met with a variety of businesses and people who typically would come to a home, and they keep an eye out for the seniors who are living alone. Many times you have what we call isolated seniors, people living, they've lost a spouse, or they're by themselves, prefer to be independent, but they also need to have their welfare checked on periodically. And so we have businesses that just when they go to the home to do some work, they keep an eye on the person, make sure that they're okay.
It's important. It's important to check in on your neighbors. I know that where I am, our homes are not close together. We have a little property between us, and a matter of fact, my husband and I were talking about this the other day, that if something happens to one of us, I want the other one to get like one of the life alerts, or get something, or let the neighbors know I'm going to be outside for a few hours working in the yard or whatever. It's so very, very important. Case in point, we had a neighbor. His wife was in the house on her treadmill. He was downstairs, from the garage, like from here to the front of the building, and he fell off the roof. And there you are. And he had to drag himself over. Luckily, his little ATV was there, and he was able to honk the horn. Eventually, she heard him, but if it was like conventional neighborhood, the neighbors would have heard right away, but it wasn't. Right. So it's very, very important to make sure that that you let people know if you're going outside. And like you said, if you lose a loved one, sometimes people just want to be left alone. That's correct. And unfortunately, we can't do that. We've got to at least call and say, just checking to make sure you're okay. Yes,
it's absolutely important. And when you mention the lifeline, that's a very critical item for people who are living alone. Even if you're not living, even if it's two people. Absolutely. It's still a very critical item, because we tend to fall. We have, as we get older, things happen that we can't control.
We have walkie-talkies, and I make my husband take one. Like if he's down at the end of the property, I make him take his walkie-talkie. And like he said, well, if I fell, it would probably break. I said, I don't care. At least I can check in, and if I don't hear you, then I can come looking for you. There you go. But it's really important, and our seniors are some of the best assets that we have.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
We're still vital. It's not like years ago when we were in our 60s that the days were over or whatever. We're just starting.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, they're talking now about 72 being the new 30.
There you go.
So, and it's amazing the number of people 55 years old who do not want to be considered seniors.
I noticed that. No, I'm proud. I'm proud that I'm older. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say I'm 66, and there's nothing I can do about it.
There you go.
But as long as I get up in the morning and I have a blood pressure and a heartbeat, I'm ready to go.
Good to go.
If anybody wants to have any information on the commission, how can they get a hold of someone to give them that information?
The best way would be to call the Senior Center.
Okay.
223-0442. Or you can call because they're all appointed by the Board of Supervisors, you can call the clerk of the Board of Supervisors.
Okay, and get the information.
And let them know that you would like to volunteer to belong.
Thank you, my dear. We've got to take a short break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.